Okay, so for the month we've been talking about where humanity and divinity meet, which is actually where? In your seat. Yeah, that's it. Okay, good enthusiasm. All right. So today I'm going to give a talk called God Talks to Your Heart. God Talks to the Heart. So here's your affirmation. Now, this affirmation has a pause in the middle of it. I'm warning you, there's a pause. You'll see there's a pause. And there's a reason why. So let's do this together. I am guided by love. I trust in love. Good, no, great is my expectation, and I live a fulfilled life. Do you like that? One more time. I am guided by love. I trust in love. Good, no, great is my expectation, and I live a fulfilled life. Many times we settle for good. We settle for good because going for great means we would have to do something else to make it happen. So we say, it's good enough. Anybody ever settle for, it's good enough, right? But we're meant to be driven spiritually to something great. We're meant to expand from good to great. We emphasize the things in life that don't work, but sometimes we don't emphasize enough the things that do work to make them work even better. Now you're with it. Now you're with it. Here we go. You know how we say thoughts create manifestations, your thoughts become things? Well, I want to add one more wrinkle to that. Thought plus feeling becomes a manifestation. Thought and feelings bring into form your life. Now, notice that it doesn't say good thoughts plus good feelings bring about good manifestations. It doesn't say bad thoughts plus bad feelings bring about bad manifestations, but it does just say thoughts plus feelings equals a manifestation, which means if you have negative thoughts and you have a lot of negative emotion around it, why would you think that your manifestation isn't going to be concurrent with that equation? If on the left side of the equation your thoughts and feelings are negative, how could you think that a manifestation is going to be any different? Whatever. We can speak words until we're blue in the face, and not a thing will manifest unless we have feeling behind it. And now I know in my life I've had some we have feelings, right? But I'm talking about that feeling that you really want something to happen. The emphasis that you place on your life when you're doing things, there's a feeling that you want to have when it comes to your health. A feeling, not just, it's going to be good. No, great. I want us to have a feeling about our financial security, a feeling about our relationships. Not just, but a feeling so that when we're putting together our life, we can see that things are meant to expand and become better. Not just become average. Who here wants to average? If you don't do that, you average out and you can eke out an average existence. Who just wants average? No way. Thank you. Well, there's one. There's one. I got to work on the other 320 of you in the room. Because there's one person who says, no, that's not what she wants. But who wants to just eke out an average existence? Do you think we've been brought here to this universe just to squeeze by? Just to make it? No. We're here to thrive. We're here to thrive. We're here to live big, which was Melissa's first song. To live big and to live bold. Not to be contained by old thoughts or ideas, but it's to require us to take our thoughts and feelings to create that manifestation, that emotion. Follow your heart, and the power of infinite law and love will carry you through all of your life. When you follow your heart and the power of infinite law. So it takes more than just love. It takes love and law, or head and heart, to create things. In and of themselves, they will create something, but the best things are created when we take love and law, pair them up together, and create a manifestation. When we understand how that works, that love will just produce something. It produces, love produces wishes. Law produces the thing. Like that, David? Love produces wishes. You can produce. They're good thoughts. Love produces good thoughts. But what does it take to take that thought from the thought to become a thing? It requires the law to do that, right? The other component of the we'll call it spirit or God, we have love plus law equals manifestation. So love feels good. It feels warm and cuddly. But to actually experience it with yourself and with other people, it requires action. It requires that we do something. If not, it's just a lot of well-wishing, dreaming ideas. You put the dream together with a thought, a solid thought, and an emotion, and you start pairing that up, you will begin to manifest beautiful things in your world experience. Everything is governed by law. The law is written in our own hearts, and we are governed by law. It is written, to me, this is a quote from Dr. Holmes, it is written in our hearts to combine the use of love and law. It is written, to me, that's an impress or mold within our own heart that says, when you take these ideas in love, just understand it requires the law to bring them forward. And that's written in our heart, which means we are meant to expand and experience more. We want our good to become great, not just settling for good. A lot of times our emphasis is just on things that don't work. Imagine that. Our thoughts are on the things that don't work. So we have thoughts on the things that don't work. And then we put emotion behind those thoughts that aren't working. Depression, fear, anxiety. So it's already not working. Let me multiply its magnitude with emotion. And let's see how that works in manifestation. And so we go deeper and deeper into the shadow side because we're the ones that are not changing the cause to get rid of this effect. You can't, again, this is why we don't pray things out of our life. You don't ever pray sickness out. You pray health in. The out of sickness happens as a result of the health coming in. You don't pray loneliness out. You pray right, loving relationships in. Anytime you give a word of negativity, anytime you give it energy, meaning you think it or you speak it, you are giving it energy. And once we give something energy, that energy has to go somewhere, and unless we're transforming it, it's going to continue to flow in its current pattern and even magnify because of our emotions. Are you with me? Yes. All right, together please. I'm guided by love. I trust in love. Good, no, great is my life, is my expectation, and I live a fulfilled life. I messed that up, sorry. Let's do that again. I am guided by love. Stop. Just stop there first. I'm guided by love. You see it's a capital L? That means I'm guided by love, God's love. Not my own individual, not someone next to me. I'm guided by God's love. Next line. I trust in love. I have faith in God. Spirit, Lord, Jesus, Buddha. I don't care what you call it. It's irrelevant. Its label is irrelevant. What's important is it's guiding me, and I also have trust in it. Last part. Good. No, great. Stop. What do you... Yeah, ceiling fans would be nice, wouldn't they? That would be really nice. I'm having a personal summer up here again. What the heck? It's 91 degrees on April 15th. I know. Try not to put emotion around it. Try not to put a negative emotion around it. But I'm whining a little bit, all right? I had one day of winter. What the hell is that? One day. I wore a sweater. Boy, me, one day. Anyway, never mind. I'm back. Call it conscience, intuition, or what we will. It is there. No one need go unguided through life, for all are divine at the center and all are images of the Most High. What's interesting, you can call it conscience or intuition, but something within you always knows when it's out of whack, out of balance. You know it. Why? Because there's an internal GPS system that says you kind of lost your way. And it's not saying that you're lost forever. You just kind of drove off the path for a little while. So there's that internal guidance system, your conscience, your intuition, which always will nudge you into the right place. Now, it's whether we're listening to the nudge that's important. Whether we're adhering to it, or whether we're buying into it, or whether we hear the nudge, but it's going to be way too much work for me to pull that off. Right? I don't think I can put all that effort into something. Nope, I'm good. I'm okay with good. And yet the universal is nudging us for that great, for that expanded awareness. All right? We are living in mind, and there is nothing but mind in its manifestation. So let me tell. I'm going to unpack first. We are living in mind. Whenever you see anything capitalized, for those people who are new, when you see the word love capitalized or mind capitalized, it's just another word for God or spirit, whatever you're comfortable with. So you could paraphrase this and say, we are living in God, and there is nothing but God and God's manifestation. Does that make sense? But when we say we're living in mind, it kind of gives an indication that there's this process by which the mind is using to come to conclusions. That's why we call it the science of mind, as we see how love and law marry each other. So, right then and there, you begin to declare and make your declaration of the eternal truth of mind. So, what is your eternal truth? Is your eternal truth the circumstances and situations of your life in the moment? No. Thank you. 4 people. Good, you attended class. I'll rephrase this. Is what you are right now the sum total of what you're ever going to be? No. Heck no. No, it's not. Why? Because there is this eternal mind which is always calling us forward. And once you make that declaration of what your truth is, what is your truth? My truth is I am a divine image of God and made in its image and likeness, here to live an expressive life and show God a great time. Right? Whatever that means. Did that say that everything in my life is perfect? Does it say that everybody is going to like me? I can't get half the people I know to like me, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. But I'm living out my truth. I'm living out my truth. Now, I'm not slapping you up on the side with my greater good. No, but I'm having as much fun as I can in this body experience that I'm living in. And it may not be everything that everyone else thought it should be. In fact, there may be times when I don't think it's expressing all that I wanted it to be, but at least it's not expressing what it used to be. Does that make sense? So, look at the way you used to be. Used to. U-S-T-A. Used to. U-S-E-T-A. What you used to be. Let's look at what you used to be, and let's know that that's not who you have to, H-A-F-T-A, who you have to be. Does that make sense? Because why? Because once you begin to use the mind and think, and you start feeling that truth, the universal begins to make it bigger and bigger, and you get this bigger receptivity in your mind, and next thing you know, there's a bigger power that's moving you through experiences. Not the little you, but the big you. It's moving you. And you will know when it's happening because you'll go to yourself, I have no other choice but to do this. Thank you. I know my sweating on you. Sorry. It's holy water. Okay. The only reason I know to do this is that you will get better results by actually doing it. In other words, you can eke out an average existence if you don't do anything. But if you engage and put this in drive, okay, you know what, I have to laugh. So I'm going to share something that happens quite often in my personal ministry, all right? People will come to the center for quite a while, right? And then they'll get all better, and they'll keep coming for a while, and then something will happen, and they'll say to them, then they'll disappear. And I'll say to them, well, how come? What happened? You used to come here. What happened? Well, you know what? It just got too much. I had to go take care of myself. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. When you were here, things were moving in a place of improvement. But then you think by removing yourself, somehow that's going to improve things. Seems to me the equation was, or seemed to me the success equation was, stay with this, keep your spiritual practices going, keep this fresh in your mind, then they continue to work. Don't distance yourself when things are going wrong. Don't contract into your good, lean into it. You cannot contract and get smaller and expect to get bigger. Doesn't that make sense? So you can't contract into your good. You have to lean in and get bigger with it. This I know to work for everyone. I've never seen anyone shrink into happiness. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? But yet we do. But you know what, though? The interesting is, it's a natural response to recoil. When something goes wrong, your natural response is hide. Get small, make it go away. That's been the natural response. Now, the enlightened response is, okay, so what? This is it. These are my cards right now. I can change this. I can change this moving forward. This isn't my forever, it's just my now. And I can lean in and make it bigger. I can lean in and make in whatever state it is, I can make it even better. Does that make sense? Yes. Together, please. I am guided by love. I trust in love. Good, no, great is in my expectation, and I live a fulfilled life. While we admire the intellect, we must realize that the intellect is not the creative factor in the universe. Rather, it is the feeling that is creative. It's like this. You know, if you looked at the pure mechanics of a battery, before it's able to be charged up and be used, it's just a bunch of parts put together, isn't it? So in our minds, that's the way things come to us. We have a thought, and that thought is like a battery. And that battery is just a bunch of parts. It's metal, it's plastic, and everything's not connected yet to create a charge. But what happens is, as soon as we put feeling into something, that battery now has a charge and can start your life right up. So the battery is like a good analogy. It's like, okay, is this battery just sitting on the shelf at Sears? Or is it actually working something in my life? Is it starting something up? Is it keeping something going? Is this battery, the components may be there, the thoughts may be there, but what charges it is your emotion. That's what creates those things, is that charge. Does that make sense? Yeah. So think of it as this battery, this thing that just sits there, and it doesn't do any good until it's hooked up. And what hooks it up? You do. That feeling. You know, I was telling the first service, and I've shared with you guys before. Wow, it is really warm up here. When I was a little kid, and my mother can attest to this. By the way, that's my mother right there, if you don't know her, right there. Anyway, yeah. The Virgin Mary is what I called it. I was immaculately conceived. Never mind, it's a long, running joke with my mom. What was I going to say? Oh, so when I was a little kid, all I ever wanted to do was be a flight attendant. But then it was known as a stewardess. And I had a feeling about those white boots. I had a feeling about that round white suitcase. I saw myself in those boots carrying that suitcase. It wasn't just a fleeting thing, it was a feeling. And then I realized I could take those feelings and I could be whatever I wanted to be. I could do this. And my mom gave me the faith and the religious background, actually, in unity to know that these things can become true. Not necessarily the boots, but they work too. But that you would take that stuff and you would feel it. You know, I felt that way about becoming a parent, and I felt that way about so many different things in my life. I had that passion. If you don't have anything in your life that you feel this way about, I encourage you to look deep into your heart and find something that turns you on like that. that lights you up, that makes your battery just want to kick up, because then you know you're actually in the flow of life because that stuff's actually going to happen. It's not the mediocre stuff that keeps us going. It's the stuff that makes us, I'm ready for this. I'm hungry for this. My spirit is ready for this. I want all of you to have something like that. And if you don't have it, that's okay. Nothing's wrong with you. You just need to hook your battery up. You have everything you need. You have everything you need right here, right now. You don't need to go looking somewhere else for it. You have all the components are right there. What you need is just something that makes you sing. Something that makes you want to experience that. Does that make sense? Yeah. Some of the biggest questions of the heart unfold as a path, not an answer. We're always trying to get there. There is no there. There's only here. There's no there to get to. Have you ever gotten there and thought, this isn't what I thought it was, I need more? Second marriage? 3, 4, 5, all right? 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses. There's no there. There's only here. We keep trying to get there, but there's here. It's not a destination. Look, we are not a religious philosophy that believes something big's going to happen over there. We're not working for there. The kingdom of heaven is here and now. So I'm either in heaven or hell here and now. There, later, we'll take care of later. But right now, it's all a path. This is not about getting to a destination of this or getting to a destination of that, or I'll be happy when this happens, or I'll be happy when that happens. You're spending your whole life not here, but trying to get there, and there is no there. Because once you get there, there's something else to do. And it wakens you up. So there is no there. Not that that's a bad thing, but there's here. Just enjoy this. Have this. That doesn't mean I don't have my goals. It doesn't mean I don't have my dreams. It doesn't have my destinations. It doesn't mean I have this, I've got one of those. I got several of those in the works right now. But once I get there, I kind of know, because anybody that's been around the block knows that once you get there, it's nice. But you're there. And you hang out for a while. But then you want more. And why? Because that divine urge within you says, you got there, now go here. Get it? Here, there. It's all here. So this is a path. It's not a destination. There's no destination here. This is a path. Take all of these things as part of a path and just travel the path, not expecting to get there, but to be on a good path. Show God a good time today. What are you going to do to show God a good time today? Right? Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Say that with me, please. Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Wow. I may not be everything that I was or wanted to be, but I'm not what I used to be, because now, day by day, in every way, my life is getting better and better. Does that mean it reflects itself out in my experience every day? No. But I'm working on it every day. And the way I work on it is I'm not allowed to wallow in the pity party of what is. Anybody like pity parties? If someone's inviting you to a pity party, make sure they pick up the bill, because that's the only good thing that comes from those. You can't be in the pity party and expect the outcome to change, right? Because that's like something bad with emotion becoming different. That doesn't work that way. So day by day, as long as day by day, I'm looking at this as a new day, a new beginning, a new opportunity to do my very best. And that's all I think we can do. Who's perfect? Nobody. Nobody. I don't know of anybody that's perfect. So, David. But day by day, in every way, I keep moving, right? Day by day, in every way, my life gets better and better. Day by day, in every way, my life gets better. Say that, please. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Final. In the Science of Mind textbook, Dr. Holmes quotes this in Proverbs. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. As a man thinketh in his heart, law, love, thought, emotion, so it is, right? So we are. Sometimes because while we quote Scripture in our center, we're not at what we would call a traditional Bible-based church. And a lot of times communicating with other people who are in a more traditional church setting, sometimes they go, well, what do you learn over there? What do you do? They have this image of chickens and things it's just not right. So to derail that idea, we take a common scripture like this and apply the science of mind to it so that you have something in common. What did you learn today at the center? What did you learn when you talk to people? What did you do at church today? What did you do in the center today? You can say, you know what, at the very end, he brought up this quote from Proverbs. It's like, all it said was, as we think in our heart, we become. And then you can talk about how we believe how thoughts become things, but you have to have that emotion around it. That's why it matches up to the scripture. And when you think about it, that's exactly what's being said here. And we should make it general neutral, but as we think in our hearts, so we become. How's that? It's the same thing as what we started out talking about. The universe and God talks to our heart. It talks to our heart. We have the thoughts, get the heart, and then the manifestation occurs. Right? Are we good? One last time. Here we go. I am guided by love. I trust in love. Good, no, great is my expectation, and I live a fulfilled life. And so end your lesson. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, expect great. All right, so I'd like to invite my great ushers to come forward and prepare. This is a sacred time of our service. So I want you to feel that gratitude and want you to know how truly blessed you are, not just for, of course, for our center, but just for everything that is in your life. And those of you that are live streaming too, please hit your donation button or text your offering to the center and support the love streaming and support this center because we are changing lives here. So let us together in a place of gratitude, let's just hold our offering and say our prayer together. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center.
Okay, put the lyrics up, William, for the offertory song. We've been singing this every week, but now we put the lyrics up. There's one place where the band will do a verse in the middle, but we want you to join in on the chorus, and this is it. So let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Every day, whoops. 2 entrants, ready? Here we go. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Come on. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. One more time, all the way through it. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. It's up to me to be thankful. It's up to me to be kind. It's up to me to be grateful. It's up to me. It's up to me. Key change. Ready? Here we go. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Come on. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. One more time through. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. All right.
All right. Okay. So let us just bless this offering together as we say our prayer. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our sender and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. All right, thank you. So at this time, I'd like to welcome our visitors. So if you are here for the first time, please stand up. We have a gift for you, and we'd love to welcome you. Please, oh, wonderful, wonderful. Don't be bashful. Thank you. Look at all these people here for Coachella. No, welcome. What we're giving you is a CD container with information about who we are. So please stop by the foyer in the front there and pick up a CD of Dr. Joe's talk. And we welcome you. If you're visiting the desert, enjoy. This is a wonderful time of year, a little warmer than normal, but still wonderful. And if you're from the valley, please come back and make this your spiritual home. We welcome you. This is our prayer team that's over there. Gail was the one who gave the beautiful prayer this morning. That was beautiful? Yes, as always. And so if you're going through anything, please stop over there. And I just want to let you know that we have made name tags a little on the next week. Before service, if you don't have your plastic one, or when you're coming to classes, pick up, we're going to have lanyards and you can pick up a name tag. And I want you to start talking to each other. Now you're going to know the name of the person that's been sitting next to you for 2 years. And you can say, hi, John, hi, Mary, how are you doing? So anyway, that way you'll have them for class, and then you can just drop them off. Okay, so now we have our pets. And I just want to read this to you. They have their bake sale today, and they have puppies. So I want to just read this to you. The pet ministry rescued 18 cats this week. 14 cats went to a dog rescue who made room for them instead of having to go to the county shelter where cats are always in danger of being put down. There's no more room at any of the rescues. 4 of the most adoptable cats are here today in serious need of forever homes or foster homes, so they won't have to go to the shelter. They're all very sweet and friendly and perfect lap cats. So please join them over there. And if you're not prepared to take one, but maybe you can foster one. We don't want any cats put down or any animals put down. So support them. I just want to remind you also, Daniel Nahmad is over at the Palm Springs Center this evening at 6:30 for a concert. So come join me. I'm going to go over there tonight. And then don't forget everything that we have. My class is ongoing, and I think I covered everything. Oh, and I want to thank everybody that helped with child help yesterday. The children out at Beaumont. That was really wonderful of all of you volunteers that helped. So it really does make a difference. So let's just do a closing prayer and just... Oh, from that heart, from that deep heart where spirit resides, we just know that which we desire is already ours. So we claim our great. We have great expectations, and we recognize that divinity wherever we go. And so there is no need to be in fear, and I know for each one of us that our lives are blossoming and that we are on this path, and this path is always being guided by Spirit. And so we open our hearts, and this day, we are so grateful for the wonderful music that inspired us and that opened our hearts, and for the great talk that Dr. Joe gave to remind us of that love and law that governs our life. And so I know that each one of us sees with those eyes of love and compassion. And we see that divinity in one another. And we send that love and that compassion all around the world to all our leaders, knowing that something magnificent is unfolding. And we hold that vision. We hold that vision of the greatness for this world, for the greatness for all humanity. And so grateful for this life that we are living. So grateful to be here at this time so that we can shine our light wherever we go. I say thank you. And I let it go, knowing that it is already known and done in the mind of God. And as we say together, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, everyone.